Good morning, day 6. It's a beautiful Thursday, July 27th, 2023. It really cooled down last night. I could see my breath when I woke up this morning. I still can. It's 41 degrees in the tent. But we had the vestibule doors open, but yeah, really good sleeping weather. We got a big day today, having some coffee, and it's still early, so we can kind of take our time in the cold getting moving, but there you go. A little almost frosty out this morning, but it'll probably warm up. It's been pretty good. It's been like comfortable the past day or two in the shade, and then it really cools down at night, so that's nice. Well, we're on the other side of the Chinese wall now. Different perspective. Pretty cool. Day 6 update. Making our way up Switchback Pass. We've gained about 1,300 feet so far, but we've got a great snack break view. I've been showing you we're finally getting some views. We're getting the other side of the Chinese wall. Very cool. We still have a lot of climbing to do, so I imagine the views are going to get even better. So we keep showing you the Chinese wall because it's so impressive. But what's the story on the Chinese wall? It used to be
a reef.
A reef, so that
like
underwater?
Millions of years ago, this was all underwater, and that was a reef.
Which makes sense because as we're coming up the pass here, Sarah pointed out these rocks to the touch and just to feel them, they definitely feel like rocks you would have like if you're walking.
Coral reef.
A coral reef.
You would think of.
Yeah, I mean, there's not the holes in there, but the same kind of feeling to it, very sticky and pointy, and like they're not light, but they just feel like they're porous,
yeah.
Right? So, can you imagine this whole
thing
underwater?
Pre-dinosaurs, probably.
Yeah, and we're at what, 6,000 something feet right here, everything underwater, including the massive wall behind us. So, something to think about for sure. Top of the pass. Day 6 update. Well, we made it to the top of Switchback Pass, but we didn't feel like we did enough climbing today. So we have to go another 700, 800 feet to get near the top of Cavan Mountain before heading down on the CDT towards our lake for tonight. So more climbing. Stay tuned.
So we just came over Switchback Pass, and now I think we might be at the top of another pass. But we just left the trail a tiny bit and found these views. They're pretty amazing.
Okay, so Sarah just showed you the amazing views from this viewpoint off trail. But believe it or not, we're going to continue for a bit, and this may or may not be the high point. I think maybe we're going to do a little more climbing, but very soon, stay tuned, we're going to be on the actual Continental Divide. Not the Continental Divide Trail, which is nearby, but on the actual Continental Divide. I always love when that happens, and it's usually not on trail. So this is a rare treat. We'll see you there, whoever it is. We're getting close. Okay, we're about 300 feet away from the Continental Divide. Getting close. Guessing it might be this little height of land up here. We shall see.
Mississippi.
We made it. Standing on the Continental Divide. There you go. Now the water's flowing the other way. And we're probably about a mile away from linking up with the Continental Divide Trail. So, or a half mile, something like that, I forget.
Just looking further.
All right, so we knew from our research this little section of trail to re-hook up with the Continental Divide Trail may not be well marked and may have more loose scree, be less of a horse trail, I guess. So we have found some cairns. We look like we're on track, but we'll just keep checking, taking a bearing and making sure that we stay on track on the way down to the CDT.
I wonder if that's our lake.
Could be. So Sarah has spotted a lake in the distance. There aren't many alpine lakes up here, so that may be our lake for tonight. It makes sense. I'm not gonna bother to check right now. We'll be surprised. It's wide open out here. Whew. This makes the climb worth it. Pretty amazing. been so spoiled with nice graded trails. Coming down from that was a mess. Very slippy, you just gotta be careful with the footing. I would not want to be on a horse coming down this thing. But the views going down are amazing into the valley. And keeping an eye on that body of water over there, our potential home for the night. We're heading down. The trail's gotten much more mellow, which is nice. And we can see the trails down there will eventually hook up with that. It looks like we're heading right towards that lake, so very cool. It's nice having these wide open spaces. I feel like a lot of our hiking in the Bob has been in pretty thick forests, so today's been a nice change of pace. All right, so we came from somewhere up there. The shade of those rocks. You would never see a mountain goat up there. They would blend in perfectly, but yep, that's where we came from. And we're on our way down. Okay, we're leaving the cliffs we came down from, making a long way down. And I get the feeling we may be losing the view of these cliffs soon, so there they are.
Should we go up to the lake and check it out?
We should.
Oh, there's a nice shiny spot over there. That's good to know.
Got it. Okay, day 6 update. We made it to Levale Lake. So at the top of Switchback Pass, we were around 7,700 feet. We went all the way back down to like 6,700. And then we ended the day with another climb. We're at about 7,400 feet. So when we got here, we actually skirted around the whole lake looking for potential campsites. The best shady sites don't offer a view of the lake, which is fine. We'd rather have the shade.
Yeah.
And we were pretty bug free all day, but right now, I guess just with the temperature and where we are, there's a bit of bug activity. So we're gonna get the tent set up. Definitely was a big day of hiking. When I look at the mileage, I'm sure it's over 10, or the elevation.
When I added it up
Yeah.
on the map. One moment. I think it's 11.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be one of our bigger days. And you add that with the elevation gain.
11.3.
Okay, yeah, so right around 11 miles. So pretty good day, but I think we're both a little tired. We just need to recuperate. So unfortunately, I was hoping for like a nice spot overlooking the lake.
Yeah.
And went deep into the woods, followed some herd paths, but they eventually all led down to the water, like no hardened sites, which is sad, but this site is fine. It'll do the trick, nice and shady. So, and we can always go back to the lake. Yeah, so we'll check in later. Okay, so you can see Sarah filling up our hydration bladders, our tent set up. This is a little outlet stream from the lake, and the water is nice and cold and flowing. The only problem is it's not very deep, so I gotta do the old scoop method. Scoop a cup at a time to fill everything up, but that's no big deal. It beats walking whatever a long ways to the lake. So everything's shaping up, and we'll be chilling in the tent soon, I'm sure. All right, so day 6, it's a little after 6 p.m. Sarah's eating dinner. I had a north side of rice, and I'll have something else when I get back to the tent. Just wanted to stretch my legs for a second, take a quick peek at the lake before settling in at the tent for the night. So it's a bit of a walk to get back up here. We'll see you at the lake. That's pretty amazing here. There are a bunch of small fish in the lake. They keep jumping up, going for the bugs, but just surrounded by these cliffs. Pretty cool. Not a big lake by any means, but looks like it gets pretty deep pretty quick from shoreline. Levale Lake, right off the CDT.